The Notary Business School. Be the boss.
Mr. Torledo, Mr. Tiger Slick, can everyone hear the legend?
Salute to everyone.
All
Peace,
right.
love, and prosperity to everyone.
What's going on, big brother? Tiger is a friend, former student, who has, if I could have described the blueprint of somebody to emulate when I first started, or what I wanted to, where I want someone to take it, it would have been Tiger and a few other people, like my man Derek. So Tiger, tell the people who you are, please, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am your humble hip-hop sales coach, your international sales and marketing hitman. And, and I, thanks to Andre and his school, I own a nationwide notary service.
Woo.
So, love it, love it. You'll never hear me say anything bad about the notary business, man. I just wish I tripped into it much sooner. I swear, bro, I am like a evangelist with this because it has helped me fulfill my dream of being an entrepreneur. So, shout out to you, salute to you for actually creating this school, which is something that we needed,
Yeah, that's the way I was feeling. Thank you for the kind words, Tiger. I was saying, I know this. And at the time, I think I told you this, I was like, well, I never got enriched from this. I make a few hundred or like a few $1,000s a week on a good week. But I thought you had to be rich in order to help people or people take you seriously. But I realized, no, you just have to be honest. You just have to be honest about what you've done, and that will convey. And here we are. That was 2015. I think you started 2016, and here we are, Tiger. And you're a full-time entrepreneur, right, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So for the people, but hear you loud and clear. So some people, they say, what do you make? What do you make? And I can do what I make, but what do you usually charge per appointment, Tiger?
Well, what's funny is last month was my best month ever.
Really?
Right?
Congrats.
Oh yeah, definitely. So within the year and a half that I've been doing this, I came a little bit short under $4 grand. And what's sweet about that is that I had about 39 appointments, right?
Good stuff.
But I only ran 20 of them. So I farmed out the other 19. So when you look at the amount of time I put in for the money, it was like, okay, yeah, I love it, bro. I love it.
Well, so just under $4 grand, and you only did half of the jobs yourself.
Yes.
That's sweet.
So my average sale is anywhere from 109 to 119. That's average across the board. But yeah, minimum, I won't leave the house for nothing less than $90. So $89.97, and that's a one page, one signature,
in and out,
and it goes up from there.
And how long are you usually there for those appointments, for the $90 appointments?
Oh man, it's sometimes I'll be honest with you, Andre. Sometimes I stretch out the time because I don't want them to feel like, damn, he was only here for like 2 minutes, dude. He made $130 in 2 minutes. So I'll conversate a little bit. I'll write a little slower, just so they don't feel slighted, man.
I got you.
Yeah. I literally could be done in like 2 minutes. Once I get their IDs, write everything down, stamp it, I'm gone.
Good stuff.
But average, because I stretch it out, 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. And everyone in the chat, are you currently a full-time entrepreneur or part-time or no entrepreneur? Where do you stand on entrepreneurship? And at your job, are you making $90 for 10 minutes worth of work? Just a question. Are you making $90 for 10 minutes or even 15? Jeremy says, heck no. Okay, Jeremy. Appreciate your honesty. No? Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull up the slides. Tiger, if you can hang for a few, that'd be cool. If you got to go, understandable. Hmm? I'm going to pull up my slides. In the meantime, you guys shout out for our incomers, for our people who are just joining. Again, shout out yourselves, where you're coming from and what brought you here. What brought you here? I'm going to pull up my slides, and feel free to type in your questions in the chat box. We are probably, hear computer sound, we are probably going to answer them before the night is over, but feel free to type them in the chat box, and let's go. Okay. All right. Everyone can see my screen. If you can see my screen, say press 1. If you can see my screen. Mm-hmm. And Tiger, if you see any, I don't know if you can see the chat box. If you see anything and you want to answer it, just hop in or just call on me and I'll answer it.
Cool.
Thanks, brother. Okay, so again, I appreciate your time. I do not taking you being here for granted. You spent your time here, and even though it's free game you're getting, look, I could be here, and it just could be me and Tiger here, and that would be fine too, because one person winning is what it is. But I do value the fact that you guys are spending your time with us here, so you're going to get value. You're going to get value out of this call, out of this webinar tonight. Why should you start a mobile notary business by Andre C. Hatchett? Well, I am going to tell you, kind people. This business is a winner. So I'm probably what you might even call a pioneer for this industry. I started my business, I'm 37 now. 37, I started when I was 23. So that is a long time, 14 years and change. So I was probably one of the early adopters to this industry. And this business, it pays. So I started in November 2005. I have made money every single month since I've had my notary stamp. I want you to let that sink in. I've made money every single month. Now, I think it's every 2 weeks, but I'm just very big on accountability and honesty. So I could safely say every month. Since I had my stamp, I've been making money, right? Keep that in mind. I haven't had a job in over 10 years. So a decade strong, I've been job free. This has been my most consistent business ever. Consistency pays. As Tiger said, he doesn't leave the house for under $90, right? So times that by 2 or 3 a day, and you'll see, and your life can change in less than a few months if you really go hard at this. This is very overlooked. I love it. Now I'm actually going to come back to the screen here because I need y'all to see my face. I need you to see my face and Tiger's. So when I first started T, right, I was telling this guy at church, and I told him at the time, I was in my 20s at this time. I think I had like a $600, $700 a day, but I was looking for more like maybe like notoriety or maybe more like a pat on the back. He was like, dude, don't tell anybody what you do. I was like, why? He was like, because it's not hard to do. It's doable. You need some training and stuff like that, but it's doable. The fact that people laugh at your business, it's the best thing ever. Tiger, can you talk about that, please, sir?
Yeah, I mean, people ask and say, "You do what? You're a mobile notary? Like, what is that? What's like, who does that?" They're like, they think I have like a side job at McDonald's and my castle to support myself, and I'm like, no, dude, this is all I do. This is I'm a mobile notary and own the mobile notary dispatching service, man. I kid you not, man. Heart emojis straight through. It's a well-kept secret.
Yes.
Not a lot of people know about it. It's still flying under the radar, which is great for anybody that's trying to break in, because that's like accidental money. You'll get phone calls and people want a notary, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll give you an example. When I was driving a truck, I was driving CDL truck, and I would have to go all the way out to Iowa, and then from Iowa, North Liberty back to Chicago, it will pay me $250. right?
Wow.
That would take me about, and I did intermodal. It took me about almost 11 and a half hours to do it with the truck, right?
Wow.
I do that literally in 2 appointments.
2 appointments. You
And
already made
with
that.
both appointments combined, that's less than an hour.
Less than
So
an hour.
I mean, it's not even, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
So
I love it.
I bring up the point that's overlooked because after this webinar, you're going to be hyped up. You're going to go tell your friends who don't own a business. What? Why do people want to invite people who don't even own a business or own a house? Like we go to people who don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to go there now because I can go on a long rant about that. And they're going to say, well, this and that, and I don't know about this. I never heard about this. That's all good stuff, okay? Listen to us, please. Don't go listen to people who don't own anything. Nothing wrong with them.
No.
I'm sure they're good people, but we know what we're talking about here. That's why we're here, right? Please keep that in mind. Okay, back to the slides.
Right.
Slides. Okay, it's overlooked, not sexy, but it works. I've been getting paid for 14 years every month since I had my stamp. Come on. Many people start making money within 45 days or less of our training. So people ask me, how soon can I make money, Dre? If you go through our course and you don't complicate it, I am a simple guy. I like simple people who do simple stuff. I just have learned to maximize simplicity for our, right? You do this, I feel very confident that you can start making money within 45 days or less. Tiger, now he helps us teach the programs. He had one of our students hit him up. He probably signed up within about 3 weeks ago, Tiger, and he made like $90 the other day.
Sure did. Sure did. Andrick in Iowa.
Iowa, out of all places, right?
Yeah.
You could be self-employed. Self-employed means that you do the jobs yourself. You get a call, you go do the job yourself. Now, what Tiger and I do the majority of the time now is we get a call, we have someone else go do the call for us. You have options. You have options, all right? So my plan for this workshop, I'm a straight up guy, right? For many of us, again, thank you again for joining us. This is the first time meeting. I'm going to give you honesty whenever we interact. If I don't know something, I don't know. If I know, I know. If it's free, it's free. If it's paid, it's paid. But what you're going to get is direct honesty. So I want you to be more informed about the mobile notary industry. I want you to enroll in our course, right? I want you to enroll in one of our courses. I want you to feel better about starting this or another business. If one of these 3 things happens at the end of this workshop, I'm happy. One of these 3 things, I'm happy. But I put this part here because oftentimes people say, well, join this free thing. And then at the end, you're like, okay, well, you got to pay for more. I'm letting you know this up front because I don't want any misnomers, right? But you're going to get free game. How do you actually make money? Great question. You keep it simple. Who here is complicated by nature? Someone says, oh, they like you. I think you're pretty. You think I'm pretty? Well, how pretty do you think I am? Am I prettier than your ex? Am I like pretty or just like cute? And then you're like, okay, well, okay. Now I'm like overwhelmed. I don't want to go out with you anymore. But don't do that with this business, right? Keep it simple. If someone says, hey, can you come up to notarize on power of attorney? You're going to say, yes, here's the fee. Do you have a valid ID with you? Are you able to pay up front? Is the person signing the document awake and coherent? If those are yes, you'll say, okay, great, I'll be there Friday at 2 p.m. That's it. Do not complicate this business. Tiger, am I bugging with this one?
No, don't complicate it. Telling you, get this easy money, man. Complicate other parts of your life, but don't complicate.
Don't complicate this. Okay, so meat and potatoes. People ask me, what do you charge? So for a power of attorney, that is when you are, well, first of all, everybody should have one in place. Yes. Everybody should have one in place. We're adults. We need to be prepared for when non-pretty stuff happens because it's part of life. So the average fee range is usually between 75 and 200 bucks. 75, usually people might charge that, and in areas where the incomes might not be as high. Between New York, California, I've actually got 200 in a lot of states now that I'm thinking about it. Thought about it. It could be as high as $200 or so, right? But on the low end, $75. It could be multiple copies. Even for a long appointment, it could be 15, 20 minutes for a long appointment, right? That is the fee range you could charge for a power of attorney. And this is based on my experience with doing the jobs myself and our students giving me feedback on what they're charging, right? Power of attorney, you are giving somebody authorization to make decisions for you if you are, one, not physically there, two, not awake and coherent. Maybe you were, God forbid, in an accident, you're in a coma or something like that. You are giving another person control over some parts of your life, usually financial and decision making, right? That is a power of attorney. And again, I want you to make sure you have one in place. Living trusts, estate planning, wills. So these usually we charge between $100 and $250. Wills usually take a little bit longer because somebody might have to read out the documents or what's being signed. So usually maybe about 15 minutes to a half an hour. And we charge more for these. So Tiger, here's my logic. I figure if you have a will, then you can pay me more money because because you have a will in place. And I usually get it.
Most people don't have wills.
Most people do not have wills. So once the phone call comes in, actually, Tiger, let's role play. Call me real quick. I'm the notary. You're the will person.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Hi, Pride Notary Inc. How can I help you?
I was trying to get a will notarized.
Hi, yes. Okay, thank you for calling. I greatly appreciate it. How many copies do you want notarized of the will?
I think there's about 8 copies that need notarized.
8 copies. Okay, great. And do you need me to bring a witness as well?
Oh man, I might not be able to provide a witness.
Okay, so I will make sure I have a witness on hand for you. What day and what time would you like to meet?
Do you have any availabilities Wednesday after 3 o'clock?
I do. I could be there between 3:30 and 4 o'clock if that works for you. And the person signing the will, are they awake and coherent?
Yes, they are.
Okay, great. What is your email address? I'm going to send you over an invoice.
Sure, it's gullyware@gmail.com.
Okay, great. Once the invoice is paid, you'll have it in about 5 minutes or so. Consider this appointment confirmed. I will see you then. Oh yeah, and the fee will be a flat fee of $225, and that includes the witness and all signatures.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. All right, well, thank you. I will see you then.
All right, see you then.
All right, perfect. That's it. In and out the game. So once that was all right. I got some experience, man. I got some experience, but 14 years in the game and still going. So once I heard the word will, my price was up. That's all I need to hear. I heard the word will, my price was up. People usually have wills and living trust and estate documents is a common word. Usually you can charge more money for those services, so keep those things in mind. Any questions? Type them in the chat box. Any questions? Let me go back to our slides. Okay, mobile fingerprinting. This has a pretty wide disparity for pricing, usually on the low end, $100, as much as $1,200, sometimes even more than that. Why? Because companies who need to get their employees fingerprinted, they'll usually try to do a bunch of people the same day. So I've had appointments where I've had 5 people who each need to be fingerprinted, and I charge each person $125 or $150, and then 25 extra per extra fingerprint cards, and I came out of there with $800, $900, $1,000 and up. But if it's just one person who needs a couple of fingerprint sets, that's at least $125 to $175. And this is actually one of my favorite services because I'm usually paid up front, And once I'm done, I give them back the cards. They mail them to whoever they have to mail them to, and I go about my merry way. And on average, it usually takes, if it's one person, about 10 minutes per person to conduct. About 10 minutes per person to conduct. Do you use fingerprint machine? I use the ink fingerprints. Actually, even though we're becoming more advanced and with technology, most people still want the ink fingerprints. Most companies still want the ink fingerprints. So, yep, that's what works for me. Does this work? Background, does this work with, yeah, background checks as well? I don't do background checks, but you can if you want to. Yes, you can do background checks as well, but I don't do, I just haven't had to be honest with you. I haven't had to, so I didn't do it. All right, back at it. Okay, loan closings. Average, let's say 85 to about 250 bucks or so. Now, this is interesting. Most people think the only way to make money, this is my house, so, this is my Atlanta house, or one of my Atlanta houses. Most people think that the only way to make money in this industry is through loan closing. So they email me, Tiger, and they're saying, you know, I want to become a notary and I want to become a signing agent. I'm like, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. How come you want to be a signing agent? Well, that's the only way to make money. That's the best way. I'm like, best says who? So, I mean, it pays. It pays well. It's what I did when I first started, but there are so many ways to make money in this industry. You don't have to just do this. You can if you want to. I don't even know if you do closings, do you?
I don't.
You don't even do them.
Yeah, I farm those out.
You don't even mess with it. So the types of closings that come in, home purchases. So if you're buying a house or if someone's buying a house, that's one revenue stream. Refinancing. If you're taking out a mortgage on an existing property, that is called a refinance. That's another revenue stream. Timeshares, another one. Home equity loans, home equity line of credits, reverse mortgages. So just with the closings, you have tons of options. General pay between $85 and $250 per appointment. I like the fingerprinting more, and this is just a personal thing, because once I am done with the appointment, I give them the cards, I'm done. Loan closings, you generally have to notarize a few things. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to complete, and once you're done, you have to scan the documents back sometimes and or FedEx them back to the client. Again, $200 for an hour's worth of work and going to FedEx. There are a lot worse ways to make it, but there are other ways you can make more money in less time. I'm just here to show you guys the avenues and give you guys some real hardcore advice on this free webinar about ways to navigate in this industry. Questions on loan closings? And who thought that was the only way to make money? Who thought loan closings, I'm going to become a signing agent? I mean, you can. I am. It's great. But there are other ways to make money as well. Nicole said me, right? Well, Nicole, now you know some other things you could do as well. And now you even know what you could charge. Usually between $85 and $250. So for the price differential, if a company calls me or Tiger, we're considered a signing service. So we'll charge them $175 to $250, and we'll pay the notary between $85 to $150, and we pocket up the difference. But in our course, we show you how to do that and how to get calls directly from the title company. So we give it all to you. All right. Okay. Questions or comments? Let me know if you guys have them. Let me know if you guys have questions or comments. Okay. Frequently asked questions. How much does it cost to get started? Supplies usually range from $200 to $500 to get the ball rolling. Don't banks have notaries? I get this question all the time. Now, don't take offense to what I'm going to say here, but don't be a limited thinker. Now, of course, you didn't know this beforehand, so I'm teaching you this. But after today, if you're still thinking small, I can't feel bad for you. People say, well, don't banks have notaries? Yes. Banks don't notarize everything. Why? If you have a will and somebody made up a fake will and someone at the bank notarizes the will, Now the bank is sued. Does the bank want to be on the hook for a $5 million lawsuit for a $2 or $10 notarization? No, right? And I use those numbers because if the client goes to a location, then you can't charge as much money. We make our money with our travel fees, so that's why there's a price differential. So people say, well, banks have notaries. People just go to banks. Some people, and I'm coming back to the camera here. Oops, stop sharing. Okay, here we go. Stop sharing. Okay, back to the camera. There are a lot of people who would rather pay for convenience rather than to be inconvenienced. That's where we come in. That's where we make money. We make money with people who would rather pay for convenience rather than being inconvenienced. Do you get me on that one? Holla if you hear me. That is our client base. We don't deal, we're not in the industry. And if you want to, that's cool. You could say, hey, come to my location. It will be, depending on where you are, $2 or $10 per signature, between $2 and $10 per signature, and that's all you could charge. That's fine. I'm showing you guys how to target, market, advertise to people who can afford, I mean, people who just don't want to deal with it. If you make $300 an hour at your job, why do you want to go around to 3 or 4 different banks and it take you 2 hours and might not even get the job done? There are people who have the budget for it. That is our clientele. You aren't worried about people who can't afford you. Everyone got me on that one?
That is true.
You're paid for convenience.
That is true.
Got it. Okay. Right, T?
Absolutely. You know, and one of the greatest things in the course too was you mentioned about keeping your prices high, which is, I mean, it's a lifesaver because you deal with a different class of people at that point.
Yeah.
You know, last week, I'll give you a quick story that I actually had to go meet this guy at the marina on his speedboat to notarize his documents because, you know what I mean? Like, he did not want to, you know, go anywhere else and look, stand in the line, go in traffic. He wanted to set sail with his friends, have a couple of drinks, and, you know, enjoy the Friday. And, you know, I met this guy on a speedboat, and I was like, yeah, okay. This is what happens when you keep your price high.
That's what happens when you keep your price high. So that's it. And I'm drilling this part in because it always happens. Mm-hmm. People go, they talk to people who don't know, and they talk to people, and they say, well, I just had a notary. I had a document signed. I only paid $5. Who's going to pay that? You're going to tell them, people are going to pay me. People, they're out there, right?
Yeah. And
if you guys want to enroll in the course, I posted the links below. Those are promo links. It will save you some money, actually a lot of money, if you want to enroll. Right, I'm going back to the slides. Oh, there goes slide, share. Okay. Can I do this part-time? You could do this part-time or full-time. When I first started back in 2005 or whatever year it was, I worked with special needs children from 8 till 3. I did the jobs afterwards. I was making then like $200, like $500 a day in the evenings. That was just doing loan closings for the majority of the appointments. And then I said, well, I'm making more money here than I am at work. I was making $100 a day at the job, and I was getting spat on and scratched, you know. But it was very noble work. It was work that I took pride in. But it was grueling work. I worked with a population, you know, who needed special attention. I did it at a high level. I was very proud of it. But it took a toll on you. It took a toll on you. And I had a boss. I don't knock people who have jobs. I just don't want one. Right? So that's me. $300 be my own boss in a day compared to $100 with having a boss and dealing with, you know, very tough work. I said, you know, I'm going to go. And here we are. But yes, you can do it part-time. In the mornings, evenings, weekends, people always need stuff notarized. It's on you. Can I do this in my city and state? Yes. Why can I say yes with so much certainty with this one, guys? Why can I say yes with so much certainty? It doesn't matter where you live. Someone needs an apostille processed, a document notarized, a loan closed, a will notarized or a fingerprinting service in every city or state. Now, depending on where you are, you might not be able to charge as much, right? So let's put that out there. Some cities and states have a higher demand than others, but you can run this business in any city in every state. T?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I do. I have notaries in Jersey, California, Baltimore, and it works out great, and I'm trying to expand into other markets. And because your marketing system is duplicatable.
Yes.
So I can scale the business with that. And I'm a marketing guy, and I've scoured the internet for that tidbit that you gave. And that's what allowed the guy, Andrew, in Iowa. To score his first notary. I mean, he was so excited, Andre, and I had to reach out to you and I'd be like, look, man, because he was a little bit down for a little bit, but he scored and it brung his morale to a whole nother level.
That's all it takes to
like,
win.
He said it.
It's the real deal. All it takes is to win it. And then you're like, oh man, I can really do this. So yeah, man, that's real, man. Great stuff. If I have a record, can I still be involved? Yes, and I did put the asterisk there. So you can still, one, it depends on the crime, depends how long ago, and depends on the state. Some people have gotten licenses with misdemeanors, I think even a few like low level or old felonies. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure there was at least a couple with low level or old felonies, but tons of misdemeanors, people who had misdemeanors, people did actually prison time. I think one guy, his record expunged, he was able to get his license. But here's the deal. You could still be the middle person. It doesn't matter. That's why I said yes. Might you not be able to get your license? There might be a chance. I don't want to guarantee you that you can if you have a record, because I'm honest, Dre. But you can still own the business. What does that mean? You're Tiger. You're home with your son. Son. He doesn't want to go do the job. He doesn't want to go. He's hanging out with his son. He gets a call for 150. He has Camila do it for 90. Tiger makes 60 with his son. Now you could do the same at your house or your office or wherever. Nobody will even know or care about your record. All you need to do is have a notary there at 3 o'clock on Thursday who is licensed and has their stamp. If you don't have a stamp, you don't have to do it. It's totally up to you. So that's why I say yes.
As you call it, Andre, that's plain money.
Plain money. Oh, you seen it?
That's airplane money, baby.
Airplane money. Yes. You could be on a plane while having it run. I've done that quite a few times. Do I need a car? Most likely, yes, depending on where you are. If you're in a major city like New York, where it's probably actually better to get around Manhattan and a lot of parts of Brooklyn via subway. If you're in a more rural area, you probably do need a car or access to one. I mean, look, if you got a homegirl or a homeboy who has a car and you got a stamp, man, get out there and get busy. Okay, results. I want everyone to watch these. So people say, well, Dre, you're making money. Can I make money? I'm just going to show you some things. You tell me what you think. Share computer sound.
Andre, I first want to say thank you so much for coming up with Andre's Notary School. I will say that it has been by far the best investment that I've made in years. I've been looking to start my own business for a few years now, and going through your course, I see that it is a lot more accessible than I thought it was. I appreciate the affordability of the class. It was not expensive at all, and I don't have to now go and spend more money on your courses for you to teach me more about being successful in this business. So I want to say thank you so much for the amazing experience. I love the Facebook group. I love Andre's Notary School, definitely the way to go. If you want to be successful in this thing, I say give Andre's Notary School a try. You won't regret it.
All right, that is what you call a result. Apostilles. So apostilles is when you're legalizing a document for a foreign country. So if I went to school, I went to Hampton University. Shout out to Hampton. They're doing some lovely stuff for the people who were part of the hurricane in the Bahamas. So shout out to Hampton. You're getting a job in the country of Colombia. You have to get your apostille. I'm sorry. You have to get your degree and transcript apostille because they don't want it coming from you directly because it might not be accurate. So then a person who needs that done, they call us. We go to the Department of State's office, the county clerk. We got a nice fancy apostille seal on it. We send it to you or to the foreign country. We get paid. This service pays well. My friend Kamika, who took our class last year in Oakland came to the workshop. She only does this one service. She only does this one service, right? And she made $1,800 in like 4 days. She had like a couple of big orders. Her average week is like between $1,200 and like $2,000, I believe, right now. Only does one service, Tiger. That's it. Apostilles, good money. More popular in cities and states where there's a lot of foreign people. So like Texas, DC, New York, California, Chicago, Maryland, and a bunch of other places, Atlanta. So apostilles, they pay really well. This is a little bit tough to do if you work full-time during the day because a lot of times you have to go to these offices. So if you're doing the jobs yourself and you have a full-time job, this is what I'll be a little bit tough, but you could always have someone else do it for you. All you gotta know how to do is land the clients, which we show you how to do in our course. But this pays really well. This pays really, really well. It's a very cool service. All right, questions. Okay. Yeah, Mindy.
Dre, I wanted to say something too. How important it is to have a course like this. The reason why I say that is I can't tell you guys how many times I run into notaries that will reach out to me and tell me that, hey, they're trying to get business. Either they worked at a bank at one time and they no longer work at a bank and they're a notary, but they haven't stamped anything. They haven't made no money with their stamp whatsoever. And there's a lot of notaries out there that have their notary stamp but don't know how to make money. This course shows you how to make money.
Bingo.
That's it right there.
Bingo. I mean, Tiger, so I shared two links in the chat box. One is our live interactive course. It's 5 weeks. It's live. It starts next Saturday. You have lifetime access to the course. It's usually $995, $1,000. It's $297 for everyone who's on the call tonight. Like no more payments for that course ever. $297. 5 weeks of training. I know.
Hey, you guys got to steal, man. I paid more than that, kid.
You did. You did.
Hey, snatch that up. Don't tell nobody. Snatch that up.
I'm trying to look out. I'm trying to look out. So 5 weeks. And if you miss a class, everything is saved and archived. It's there for you. Some people pay now, but they don't take it seriously right away. They wait till they get fired from the job. They're like, Andre, how do I start? I'm like, go log in. You got the login info. It didn't change, and get busy with it. So 5 weeks. This is for people who want to be self-employed. If you want to take it to a whole new level, it's $1,495, almost $1,500. That gets you our fingerprinting class, our apostille class, how to notarize documents class, 1 year of group mentoring. Our master's class would be the middle person. Everything we have, past, present, and future in our school, $1,500. No more payments ever. If you just want to start and be self-employed, that's $297. I'm going back to the slides. Pick which one works for you. You got to sign up tomorrow, 6 p.m. The link will expire and it will be gone. So apostilles, they're a win. This is Cam. This is Cam talking about after she first got the ball rolling. I'll let her talk.
Hey everybody, my name is Cam Combs. I'm out of Oakland, California. Stopping by to tell you, if you're just starting in this business, if you're just starting in this school, stick with it, follow the directions, get in coaching. Coaching has been amazing for me, as well as following the videos, but I had a tendency to overcomplicate. So the coaching has been a lifesaver. Dre gives me a set of tasks. He's like, okay, let's focus on this. I do them, I get them done. I say,
Sorry about that. I'll go back to it. But that is Kamika out of the Bay. Okay. Screen share stopped, windows closed. How long is a master's course? So it all depends. For every course you enroll in, you'll have the option to watch the archive sessions or wait till the live interactive sessions happen. It's totally up to you. Some people need live interaction in order to get stuff done. Some people need the videos and the notes and the quiz, and that's all you need. So if you enrolled in that course tonight, you could go through it in 2 days or 2 months and get the ball rolling. But generally, our classes, our live blocks of classes takes between 4 and 6 weeks. 4 and 6 weeks. I'm in the Bay as well. Oh, the Bay is cool. Good stuff. Right, so between 4 and 6 weeks for live class. But once you pay, you'll have access to the archive stuff. That might be all you need. Some people literally didn't wait. Enrolled in the interactive course about 2 weeks ago. They didn't wait, and they emailed me saying that their website's built and they're ready to start making money. I was like, damn, class haven't even started. But that's how thorough we are. Mm-hmm. That's how thorough we are. I don't know a lot of stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff I do not know, but I know a good amount of real estate. I know how to help people strategize their brain, and I know how to make money as a mobile notary public. I can give you the game with those things right there. That's what I got.
Yeah, this is cool, man. You know, you're giving them a pre-holiday season kind of treats there.
It's back to school. I know a lot of their kids went back to school, so no need to. And we see somebody who has their child at showing you people who make $300, $200, $150 a day. If you're paying $300 or $1,500 one time, I think it's worth it to pay the money to enroll. Personally speaking, to make that much money possibly, or let's go on a low end, right? A week. If you're making an extra $100, $150 to $500 a week, you do this thing part-time, that's an extra $600 to $2,000 a month. You can have a whole different life. Mm-hmm. An entirely different life for a small investment. Back to Cam.
Hey everybody, my name is Cam Combs. I'm out of Oakland, California. Stopping by to tell you, if you're just starting in this business, if you're just starting in this school, stick with it, follow the directions, get in coaching.
All right, get in coaching. She had everything she needed. She was overthinking like crazy. I was like, Cam, you got to stop it. So we booked some coaching sessions. I worked with her privately. I literally made her stop thinking. I was like, no, you are not doing anything else. You're just doing this. You're just doing apostilles. Now, other people can handle different stuff. Different people can handle different stuff. She was like, she got overwhelmed with the other things. So we're like, we're just going to do this. She did it. $1,800 in a few days. $400 on another appointment. $600 here. $200 here. Business in New York. Like one service, fam. Like that's the benefits of this industry. One, you don't even have to do everything. You can pick what you want to do. Anyway, I'm gonna go on.
Coaching has been amazing for me, as well as following the videos, but I had a tendency to overcomplicate. So the coaching has been a lifesaver. Dre gives me a set of tasks. He's like, okay, let's focus on this. I do them, I get them done. I started around March 1st being really serious with it. Today is March 23rd, and I have made $480. I started answering my phone last Wednesday, so a week and a half, $480, 6 hours of my time. That's including the commute time to and from the appointment. I focus on general notary and apostille. I've done 2 general notaries, 1 apostille, $480. You cannot beat that. What I'm saying to you is follow the directions. He will get you where you need to be. Get in it, get started. Let's do it. There's definitely money to be made in this area. Good luck, and I'll see you soon. Hey, everybody.
Right, that is Cam. Me. Great day, everyone in mobile notary land. Brother Dre here. Getting into an appointment is 1:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what time I get out. And the surreal thing is, these take me $100. I used to have to work 6 hours to make $100. 6 hours. 6 hours to make $100. My old career. Let that sink in.
Moments later.
All right, great people. The time is now 1:34 p.m. 1:34 p.m. and I am now $200 richer. $200 richer. See the payment? Bam, there you go. And on to mail this puppy out. Probably get some juice. Probably get some frozen juice. It's hot outside. Maybe a little smoothie action going on. But enroll in the course.
I like that.
It's in there, man. Control your time. Make a full-time income. All right. Got it? How long am I
go get some juice?
I actually worked. It's actually my home. I was doing like a little juice fast thing. It's my homegirl spot in the Bronx.
Very nice.
Yeah. How long have we been teaching this business? I've been teaching it formally online since 2015. I've been teaching friends. I feel like since I first started, like that. I'm just that guy. I just want people to know stuff, and so formally 2015 online. We've had over 5,000 students. In person, my friends or people who were cool since literally I first started. When did you start the? Yeah, so that's 2015. I already have a website for another business and want to add this as an additional service. I need a separate. Yes, get a separate website. Do not add it in. Simple. Remember what I said earlier? When Tiger said, you keep it simple, you win. No need to complicate it. Spend an extra couple $100 to get another website going. Okay. All right. Any other questions you guys have? Any other questions?
Yeah, I think they're typing.
All right. Well, let them flow. Let them flow. We have more results. We have more proof. And we show you the proof, and because it's easy to say that I'm making money, right? Like that's easy. But have you helped other people make money? Now that's different because not everyone can show people how to make money. Some people just don't have that skill. Some people aren't good teachers and communicators. Some people, they know how to do it, but can they help other people do it? We have done it all. Okay, who is this for? People who want to be their own boss, period. If you are your own boss, you want to be your own boss, either part-time or full-time, this is for you. Notice I didn't use the word passion one time, did I? I didn't say, oh my God, I'm so passionate, because I'm not. I am passionate about the end result. It's monotonous. It's cool. It works. I am not one of those passion preachers who say, go find your passion. You never have to work a day in your life. Like, whatever, man. I'm passionate about teaching. I love meeting people like Tiger and helping Tiger get people down the 5 world and building friendships with people like him. That's great. But this business works. Again, I told you earlier, it's not sexy. If you want to learn how to go up and show somewhere and make between $60 and $250 per appointment, this business is for you. People who can keep things simple, I said it, I'm gonna say it again, keep it simple, you will win. People who want a lucrative side business, people who want a lucrative full-time business, this is for you. That's who this stuff is for. Look at what is here, Mr. Tiger Toledo. I think you guys know him.
This notary business, this mobile notary business, dude, this is a well-kept secret. People don't know about this, man. Even to this day, when I sell a client, they tell me, like, I didn't even know this exists.
To this day.
I didn't even know there was a business like this. This is like some 21st century, way above, you know, in the future, that people are now catching. They're not even catching on right now because they're still shocked. A lot of them are like, hey, where's your location? Where can I go to? They'll be like, we don't have a location. We're a dispatching service. We dispatch notaries to you. Oh, really? Well, how does that work? So that right there is letting me know that this industry, this mobile notary industry, has not even penetrated to the point where people are used to it, like Uber or Lyft. This.
All right. All right. Questions, comments. Feel free to shout them out. Questions or comments. Thanks for such great insight. Okay, cool. Thank you, Shanita. Shanita, do require vary from state to state? Yes. Some states have a test requirement. Some states have a paperwork, fill in the form requirement. Different states have different requirements. Yes. How much does insurance cost? Like $40 to $120 a year. About $40 to $120 a year. All right. Okay. Well, I posted the links if you guys want to enroll. If you already did enroll, shout out yourselves or say your name so I can shout you out. If you already did enroll, thank you for that. We want to shout you out. The price for the live interactive course is usually $995. That is $8,000. If you sign up before tomorrow, 6 p.m., it will be $297. That is a one-time fee. A one-time fee. If you want our everything course, or what we call our all-inclusive course, that is $1,495. That is usually $5,000. Usually $4,995. But it's one payment of $1,495, and that is it. Totally up to you. No pressure. We hope to see you in class. We feel that we have done great things with our program, and not based on what I think, based upon what people think and what people say that they have done and what they have made. We've made a difference. We've been able to change people's lives, and it feels really good. All right, so if there are any final questions, type them in. I'm convinced. Okay, well, thank you for being convinced. I want you to be convicted. I want you to feel convicted, not convinced. Not like we've just are convinced. No, you're convicted. You've seen the proof. You've seen success. We showed you how how to make some money. We gave you some free game, and I told you at the start. At the end, we're gonna we want you to enroll because we believe in what we do. And that's how we are with in class. We're honest and we're direct. T?
Yeah, I wanted to also say, because my background, the last job I had before I became a full-time mobile notary was I was a resident engineer at Ford. And, I had a big client, which was for the radios, all the radios that went into Ford vehicles. And every day was, I felt like my soul was being sucked out. I don't know if any of you guys ever went through that, but when you feel like every time you have to go to work, you feel like a piece of you is dying, like that is one of the worst feelings ever, right? And, I bought the course, and I actually bought the all-inclusive course, which showed me the signing agency and everything like that. I sat on that program for 2 months. I didn't do anything with it. I just had it.
I remember you
and
told
once
me
in a
that.
while, I would comb through the video. I said, you know what? Let me jump into the marketing side of it. I jumped into the marketing side, did the formula and strategy that Dre said, and I kid you not, within 2 weeks, I was getting phone calls, which I started to panic because I didn't even get my notary stamp yet. So I don't know if you guys understand how powerful that is, that you do not have to run after clients. That right there, that I don't have to knock on somebody's door or, which I don't have a problem doing it, but I don't have to cold call. I don't have to do all that other stuff and have clients call me and beating down my door and saying, hey, take my money, take my money, take my money. That right there is priceless.
Yeah.
So from that point, it worked out, man. I made my money back within the first month, and everything else been gravy.
You made your money back after the first month of you taking it seriously. Like that's
Oh, yeah.
that.
I quit the engineering job, and now I have time for my kids, hang out with my wife, go to the museum in the middle of the day. I mean, dude, the freedom alone is priceless.
The freedom alone is priceless. Guys, gals, kings, queens, leaders. It's just a real business you can start with not a ton of money out of pocket. You get what you need. If you want to just start small, the one course, again, $297. You have to sign up by tomorrow, 6 p.m. tomorrow. After that, it's going back to $995 because look, I just showed you people who make $300, $500, $600 a day. Like, so it being $995 is well worth it. At $297 is a no-brainer. If you want our all-inclusive package, that's $14.95, and that's every class we will ever have, every online class we will ever have in 1 year of group coaching, fingerprinting, all that good stuff. I mean, you'll win, man. After taking $297, can you upgrade? If you email me, Nicole, and remind me that you're on this webinar, I will upgrade you at that prorated $14.95 rate. It's not standard, but if you email me, I will promote you. Nicola, tell me if I said your name right. Nicola. But yeah, Tiger, man, thank you for your time, brother. I appreciate it. Everybody else, the links are here. Hope to see you in class. I want you to become your own boss. It is no fluff. It is all action. Yeah, man, we're here. If you sign up for one course, will you be given a discount for other classes later? If you email me, April, I'll make sure that we take care of you. Yeah, sign up for one. I'm sure we take care of you, April. Send me an email. We will make sure we take care of you. But sign up by tomorrow at 6 because these prices aren't going to be around. It's just too much game. It's literally too much game, fam. It is too much game. Email address. And we have people who are telling you what they made.
This is the game they don't want you to have.
Nah, fam. Yo, Tiger, I had a lady she was in our early classes. She was going to go get a PhD because she thought in her mind, more education meant more money, which, it works out a lot of times. But she didn't want a PhD. She wants to make more money. So she spent, I don't know what, $200, $400 on our course. And she didn't have to go get a PhD, which would have took her at least 18 months to 2 years and put her $40,000 in debt. She made what she would have made with the PhD after taking our course. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we're built on. That's what our reputation is built on. Are either of you notary? Are either of you looking for notary? Yeah. Email Tiger and he will keep you in the database, or email me. I'm keeping the database. We always try to give people we know jobs first.
Absolutely.
And that's the good thing about being in the crew, right? Once you're down with the crew, you get first dibs for notary jobs that come in. I didn't even tell you guys that. And the private Slack group, which we have, I didn't even tell you guys that. There's a lot that comes with it. That's why this $297 price. I want to know who enrolled. If you enrolled, shout out yourself. That's why you need to really take advantage of this offer, because other people are telling you a lot of fluff stuff, a lot of what they might do or other people do. No. We teach you what we do. We have another class where we show you how to actually notarize the documents, because it can be overwhelming. You have these legal documents. You don't want to sign and save in the wrong place. So we show you how to do that live. Power of attorneys, wills, loan closing affidavits. So we make sure that where's my stamp? Are stamping and signing in the right place.
Shout out to Bertram. He enrolled. Excuse me if I got it wrong.
Thank you for enrolling. Enrolling. After I enrolled, just want to upgrade. So, okay, cool. You want to upgrade now? Email me. If you're doing it now, we can do it right now. I'll hit you up when I get off the phone. Do you require everyone to have a Facebook? No. You don't have to join the Facebook group and actually move it to a Slack group. We're actually in Slack now, not Facebook anymore. But no, Slack group, and it's optional. It's optional. All right, we'll give it another 2 more minutes. Tiger, man, thank you for your time, brother.
Oh, absolutely, man. For your students, I've already worked with quite a few of your students already, sending them notary jobs, bro. So,
Are you serious?
like when they let me know, oh yeah, Tanisha out there in Tanisha in Indianapolis, she was rock solid, and a couple of other people, bro.
Oh, sweet, so, man, even better. I love it.
Yeah, bro. If they tell me that they're part of your course, we'll definitely work something out because I know they're thorough.
That's it. That's it, man. And that's just, you know, it's very heartwarming that a small investment just gets you so much access, right? A small investment gets you, it's almost like job placement per se, right? You're able to get in the game, and we're able to even helping you even get jobs, man. Tiger, you're the man for that, man. You're the man for that. I enrolled, just want to upgrade. Okay, you're going to email me. Email address is here. The links are here. That's all I got for tonight. I hope to see you guys in class. Our live interactive 5-week course, that starts Saturday coming up. If you miss any classes, don't worry. I record them, I archive them. Notes, quizzes. Tiger, he'll be there teaching a class or two. You get access to our archive sessions, our live sessions, and our future sessions. $297 for that, $14.95 for the all-inclusive. That's the best I can do. If you do that, and if you follow through, we will take it to the top. Love you guys. You guys have a great night. Thank you for being here. Tiger, you're the man, baby. You're the man.
Peace, love, and prosperity to everybody.
Thanks, leader. Bye, guys.
The Notary Business School. Be the boss.